Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good start to the week. This is going to be a bit of a chat about the upcoming update we're all expecting and what it's going to entail, what buffs and nerfs we're going to get. But before we get into that, let's just go and have a look here. Because it is another week of Nightwave. Kill or capture a Hydralist. Defense mission reaching wave 20. 6 servofish. 3 mobile defenses. 9 invasions. 20 enemies while sliding. I was playing earlier this morning, but I don't know how I got a sliding kill when I was using Titania's Razor Wing. Mark 5 mods. Kill 20 enemies while aim gliding. Catch 6 fish. And kill 30 Xmas. Alright. Oh, and whatever. Yeah, you got your usual hullabaloo. Oh, hello, even the Gals Mag helmet's here. Alright. Got some mastery fodder, which is pointless past mastery rank 16, which is why I'm not even going to bother attempting any more mastery ranks, to be honest, because they're not worth it. 3,299 XP away from doing the master rank 26 challenge. I don't even know why I bothered to keep going, because I'm 9 past pointless. Anyway, let's get into it. We'll start with some of the streams. We'll talk about what DE said in some of their previous streams about upcoming updates and their awareness of the bugs. So 30th of December was the last Xbox One at One stream, and people were asking Megan about bugs, and she said she's got a note of bugs that people have mentioned in forums and in support, and it's what they're going to be working on. And we all knew it was just going to be the next month or so is going to be just hot fixes. So she's got a note of some of the bugs we've mentioned. There was no dev stream, but yeah, that was from the 30th of December, that Xbox One at One stream. And then you had Nintendo at 10 last week. Nintendo is, I think it's insert now, that they're getting Imperium either this week or at the latest next week, but they're getting the version we first got. They're not getting a hot fixed version or an updated version. So to all the Nintendo out there, prepare for issues. I'm sure you've seen them. Just prepare yourselves. But yeah, also on the Nintendo at 10 stream, as well as the Xbox One at 1 and the PS4 at 4 and the prime time, people were asking what was going on with the bugs, how they're going to fix them. So yeah, that was pretty much it for Nintendo at 10. PS4 at 4. Danielle, DE, Solo, her PlayStation died before Christmas, so she didn't get a chance to even finish building her railjack. That sucks. Sorry to hear about that, Danielle. And then she had no internet for 3 weeks, which sucks even more. That really does suck. Oh boy. But yeah, other than that, people were asking her about bugs and how they're going to be fixed in terms of Imperium. And yeah, they mentioned there's going to be some hot fixes and updates coming up in the future. But there was a tweet from the 7th of January that was brought up on Nintendo at 10 with regards to Rebecca, tweeting that there's going to be a hot fix. And the 7th of January was on a Tuesday. And she said there will be a railjack hotfix either tomorrow or Thursday, which would have been Wednesday the 8th or Thursday the 9th. And I think it came out on Thursday. I'm not entirely sure on that. But they got it anyway. And I'm just going to go over some of the things that were included in the hotfix, because there is a lot in there. And I want to go over them a bit more thoroughly when we get it on console, just so we can see how much of it actually has been fixed. So, some of the ones that everyone online's been talking about in terms of what came out with the hotfix. It's a mixture of buffs and nerfs, and removals. Oh yeah, speaking of which, as Danielle stated, in terms of universal blink on Arcwing, go to controls, customize controller, and if you look down here, you got defaults. Press square, which on Xbox would be X. I'm not sure what it is on Switch because I've never owned one. Are you sure you want to reset the defaults? Yes. Go back. Your settings have been modified. Save changes? Yes. And universal blink is now there for you. But yeah, some of the changes with the hotfix. So that intrinsic farm that everyone loved doing with Ivara on either Flexer or Cassio's Rest has been nerfed. And what do I mean by it's been nerfed? Basically, you'd go in there, kill everyone, keep up your stealth multiplier. Once you've killed everyone and the galleon captain, abort the mission, you keep the intrinsics. You can no longer keep the intrinsics if you abort the mission. You have to finish the mission in order to get the intrinsics. So you can't just do that as quickly as possible for as many times as you want. You've got to do the whole mission now. So that's how it's been nerfed. Enemy armor is going to be halved, but their health is going to be increased somewhat. I know that's how it's going to be for the fighters and the ships. I'm not sure if it's going to be for any of the boarding parties or the crew in the ships. Avionics are going to have markers on them so they're more visible out in space, which is a nice touch, because the amount of times that we have to leave the railjack after a mission to loot everything because we can't see it clearly enough and have flown past it is a godsend. And battle avionics are also going to be potential drops from elite ships. Also, Warframe abilities will no longer affect ships. So Hildren will no longer be my Warframe of choice. I don't think they're going to be affecting Arcwings as well, so yeah. So yeah, so anyone that was using Rhino to buff the damage, nah, not going to happen. Wreckage chance is going to be doubled at the end of each mission as a potential bonus, and asteroid pickups are meant to be doubled now compared to what they currently are, which is nice. How many asteroid do I have anyway? If I go and try and build something, what does it say I have in terms of asteroid? Alright, that doesn't require any asteroid. God damn it. Nothing here requires asteroid. The hell? I'll just look in the foundry later. Is there not a way I can check to see asteroid other than at my foundry? Surely something in here's got to require asteroid, right? Asteroid, right? I've got 300. No, I've got 1300. Oh, okay, I've got plenty. If that's what plenty is for Asterite. So yeah, that's abilities will no longer affect ships. I doubt they'll affect Arcwing anymore either. Adaro intrinsic farm has been nerfed. Yeah, cruise ship issues where they're spawning geometry or asteroids spawning them is going to get fixed. Also, I know people love to cheat the hack on the reactor shield inside the cruise ship. That's getting fixed. So brush up on your hacking or get ciphers, whichever one you want to do. By the way, if anyone gets named my ship, then hello fellow Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter fans. Shedou's gonna get fixed, allegedly. In terms of weapons, particle effect procs are going to decrease, but the duration is going to increase, and they're going to do the reverse for incendiary. And as for other weapon buffs, they're more or less getting like a buff to damage and fall off range. The cryophon, everyone's beloved cryophon that everyone loves to use, that you see on every ship, which is on my ship, front and centre. Its damage is getting nerfed by half, and its range is getting a slight increase. But luckily I've also got a Vidar Cast Nox, and I've got a couple of extra guns that I'm going to keep, just to test how they work when the hotfix comes out. Still haven't got a decent reactor though. Still haven't had a decent reactor drop. Oh yeah, they're going to fix a bug where it doesn't show the correct stats of your ship, which would be nice. What can you do? So I've gone through that, yada yada yada, yep. Yeah, the last two things, like I said, I'm only going to go through a few of the ones everyone else is talking about since the update's dropped. I'll go into it in more detail when we actually get it. They are apparently fixing the crash that happens in loading screens, which has crashed my game a total of 7 times now. Last time I did a video on this, it had only been 5, it's now been 7. So I need that fucking hotfix to come either this week or next. Oh yeah, I also need them to fix the network not responding issue that a bunch of us have had issues with since the sacrifice update, because that's fucked me over a couple of times as well. And that's an issue that's been here since the sack. Why haven't they even fixed that one yet? Come on, DE. Oh yeah, speaking of something that some people are pretty upset with, and I really have lost interest in, intrinsics. Because let's face it, you don't get the equal amount of intrinsics everyone else in the same squad get. You don't get the same amount it tells you you've got at the end of the mission. I'm at 76, 77, so I don't really care. If you've got these all capped to 10, when the hotfix comes out, you're not going to be able to get any more intrinsics at the end of each mission. Any intrinsics you have here is all you're going to have left until command comes out. A stupid decision, in my opinion. Why not let people continue to get intrinsics so they can be prepared for when command comes out? I have no clue. It's probably just a way of them making the new update and Imperium last longer, getting people to play it more frequently. But I still think it's a shit decision, because all the people, actually no, it doesn't include people like me who still have to go all the way to 10. But like I said, I don't really care anymore. All of these are going to go into command when it comes out. So yeah, you got 10 here. Whatever you got left up there afterwards is all you're going to get. So good luck when command comes out. God knows when that's going to be anyway. The last thing I want to talk about. Rush drones. Now I've traded some plat. And I've traded parts for plat. I've still got a shadow handle to get rid of actually. That reminds me. Nope, got nothing there. Weapons? Yeah. Rush drones. We're on the market. 50 plat each. I've got 2. I'm waiting until I get a decent reactor and then one of them's going on that. When the hotfix comes out for consoles, it's going to be removed from the market. Indefinitely. The only way you're going to find it is in Veil Proxima, and its drop chance at the end of a mission is supposedly going to be 0.25%. It's going to be 0.25% drop chance. Saying it out loud actually makes it sound more hilarious and pathetic. Jesus Christ. So you better get to stocking up on more resources and wreckage and salvage out there, because sooner or later you're never going to see a rush drone ever again. 0.25% drop chance, they might as well have just taken them out the game completely. Fuck. That is a ridiculous decision and a ridiculous drop chance rate. Oh, fucking hell. But yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about. That's a little bit of what we're going to get in terms of the hotfix. It's one of the many we need, and when it drops we'll be able to see how effective it is in making Imperium more playable with squads, because let's face it, it's still bugged to hell. The only thing that's worse than the bugs currently in Imperium are when you join a squad and the host has parked the ship and everyone is just out killing everything with arc wings. It's just, it's becoming a pain in the arse to find a squad that will actually use their arc wings, or getting people to join your game that will actually use the ship. I'll take this out, I'll have a squad join, they'll go straight out on their arc wings. It's... needs someone to do side turrets, needs someone to repair. I ain't doing all this shit on my own. Maybe on Earth and Saturn, yeah, but not in the Veil. Forget that noise. But yeah, that's it for today. All the Nintendo out there, enjoy what Imperium you get to start off with. The rest of us, prepare for a hotfix that is going to be one of many to come. And yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about actually. End of mission rewards, like all the bonuses, how they're going to have resources as part of those. They're dropping relics. Either they're dropping the relics out completely, or they're limiting the drop chance on the relics that you can get. Here's a good idea, DE. Add intrinsic points as a potential end of mission bonus.